Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next episode of the Realistic RTG. First one with the latest update to the game. You can notice that the central hub is slightly different. The training or task list is smaller and more manageable visually. And also you can now scroll with the right stick and see your upcoming fixtures and the league table and then shortcut to them from here, which is a nice addition. There are plenty of other things that were fixed in the patch. There are plenty of other things that weren't fixed in the patch, but something's better than nothing. So we won't do too much trash talking. Thank you for adjusting some things, dev team. We appreciate it very much. Hopefully there is more to come, and we can see similar fixes or similar things included in 26 from the off that don't need tweaking later down the line. I guess with new iterations and new UIs, etc., it's all a learning curve as we move through various different iterations of the game. But for now, we're going to crack on with Cardiff City to start today. We're not having a great season thus far, as I'm sure you're aware. We're 21st. Cardiff, Bolton, Derby, Stoke and West Brom today. So there are 3 that will play and 2 that will sim. Cardiff are down and around us at the bottom end of the table, so obviously we'll play them. At the top, at West Brom is 16th, Stoke are 15th, so we'll probably play those. Swansea are 10th, and Derby was the other one, wasn't it? Where are Derby? Oh, Derby are 22nd. So Cardiff, Derby, and West Brom then will be the ones that we play, and we'll sim Stoke and Swansea. There you go, decision made. That was easy, wasn't it? Cracking on. Time to go and play Cardiff City. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the series. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. We hoped to kick on from our 16th place, was it, last year in the Championship, and not worry too much about relegation this year. Hasn't started well. We're still very much looking over our shoulder at the relegation zone, but a run of form in the early stages. If we could be considerably away from the relegation zone by the beginning of December, then we'll be happy enough that we made the right changes and the club is moving in the right direction rather than stagnating, which is what it could be doing if we continue on as we are. So let's go and beat Cardiff to start things off, shall we? And hopefully we can take things on from there. Saying thank you to Berner, to Louis the Plug, and to Curtis on the board behind me. Thank you for your continued support in the comment section and on stream as well. You guys can come and join me on stream with the links in the description to the Twitch channel and to the YouTube Chesnoid live channel. But for now, let's head to Valley Parade all together and go and beat Cardiff. Cardiff have Ethan Horvath in goal. Perry and G, Jesper Dalland, Will Fish and Joel Bagan is still there back 4 as well. Siopis and Wintle in the midfield. Chris Willock, Jaco Mete, who used to be at Reading, but I think is a genuine Cardiff player in real life now as well. Ruben Colwell and Isaac Davis up top. I mean, other than Alex Robertson, I think that's basically still very much... Oh, and Will Fish and Dalland, but obviously they've been with them for a while in this save. It's still a very familiar Cardiff City-looking side, isn't it? So, we've gotten great results against them in the past. Let's get great results against them in the present. Ref? I was going to say, definitely fell. Advantage played, though. And Lee finds Bodie. Bodie? Who's he, mate? Bowie. And Bowie fires wide, unfortunately. Yellow card for Ryan Wintle after 4 minutes is not going to do their midfield partnership any good whatsoever. So if we keep coming central, then we could maybe tempt him into dangling a leg at some point and get himself sent off. Nice little nod into Kelvin there. And now Chuck Ford can get down the wing. Kelvin starting for a tired Coburn. Bowie still available out wide. A couple of changes in defence as well. Busy fixture list, obviously, but that's what we've got the squad depth for. And we are dealing with it well enough. And Mitai is going to deal with everything that Cardiff have thrown at us offensively thus far as well in the opening 7 minutes or so. It should, in theory, be one of the more straightforward games of the season, this. Ruben Colwell. And he's run straight into the defender. Right, come on then. Shaq, go. There's been some talk that Shaq Ford has not been offering as bigger output as Kelvin. And whilst I would perhaps agree, I fear that it's slightly unfair to judge Ford at this moment in time. We're a some of Kelvin's performances this season have come through the middle at striker, which forwards haven't. And B, because we know that Kieran Bowie is so good, I'm sure subconsciously I build the majority of my play on the right-hand side through Kieran Bowie. Because why would I not, when I know that he's as obvious a goal scorer and goal threat as he is? Kelvin at central striker gets a goal, which is what he's still in the squad to do, to fill in for Coburn when he's not available, and Ford and or Bowie in either of the other positions too. So that's working well. We're just still not necessarily getting similar figures from our left winger as we are from our right. But obviously they're being employed in different roles. And I'm almost certainly not giving Ford the ball anywhere near as much as Bowie's getting it, or as much as Kelvin did when Kelvin was out wide left. So in terms of touches to minutes played, I'm sure Kelvin last year got a lot more of the ball than Ford has had so far this year. Basically is what I'm saying. Long-windedly. So let's not judge Shakai... Have I got free kick? Let's not judge Shakai Ford too much too soon. Grimes. Great ball into Ford. I wasn't sure what the defender was doing there. What he was doing... Oh! He was affording me the space to get in behind. That should have been 2-0. And Ford, typically, Ford and Kelvin are linking up very well in this game. And they could have 2 goals and or 2 assists each if that had ended up in the back of the net. It was a brilliant save by Horvath down low. We lead by just 1, but the lead is very much just at the moment. This is the most comfortable I've felt with this side all season so far, so that's a positive. Oh, nicely done by Tommy Lee. Love those little back heel tackles, so to speak. That's a brilliant ball to Bowie as well. That's the sort of ball that got us a very important result last season against Huddersfield. Not able to replicate the end product here with a goal for Kieran Bowie, but Tommy Lee is very good at playing those sorts of balls, and those incisive passes do make a big difference throughout the course of the full season. A quick 1-2 with Fitz here, and Kelvin could wind up for a shot from distance. I mean, that's a foul as well, isn't it? Ref can confirm he got none of the ball and 3/4 of Kelvin there. Alright, fair enough. Referee says no foul. That was a worse challenge than either of the ones that led to bookings for their 2 centimetres earlier in the game. Grimes to find Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee looking for Gabe Wadsworth over here. Now then, that's Wintle getting sent off for a second yellow card this time instead. They just don't use their heads, do they? Bye, pal. Second yellow. Toodaloo. They are down to 10. And if Manolis keeps doing the same as well, then they might be down to 9 in the not too distant future too. And the 1-2 again. And Grimes will look for Kelvin. Kelvin will spin, and it wasn't that difficult a save to make for Horvath actually in the end, but Grimes. How long's added on, ref? Not too much, I hope. And then in front of Wadsworth. 1-2. Kelvin around the corner. Kinda. Oh, what a challenge, Will Fish. Home fans screaming for a pen, but that was just one of the best tackles we've seen by an opposing defender all season. But there's the final whistle. We don't need the second goal. A 1-0 slim margin of victory, but at this moment in time, with the season start we've had, a win's a win. And a clean sheet is very welcome as well. So we'll take the 3 points. That should rise us up the table a little bit at this early stage of the season. If we can back it up, then we'll be very happy. Next game is Bolton at home, so we'll sim this one. You'll notice that Stevenson's up to 73, Mitai 75. Well, that might have happened in the last episode. Coburn 75 now as well, which is nice. Good to see continual growth from the team. Kelvin perhaps unlucky not to be in the starting lineup again, but I mean, Coburn is better than Kelvin, ultimately. Radanovic, Douglas, Cogley, Toll, Almeida, Santos and Forrester, Williams, Kambeni, Dempsey, Thomason, Adebayedo and McAtee in Bolton's starting lineup here. Josh Coburn! City! Josh Coburn. I've just been whistling Carnival de Paris because it got stuck in someone in chat's head. So we were whistling it again just to reiterate it. A light injury for Josh Coburn. No, please. If it's just a light injury, he can continue. And then we get to whistle Carnival de Paris all over again because Coburn scored. And he had a go at doing it twice. Pretty impressive considering the season we've had so far. Oh, hello. No, let me take this. It's not really shooting territory, but it's Cameron Brannigan. So you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to have a go. For a 2-0 lead and win. I couldn't have got much closer. Keeper's done particularly well to get to that. Back to the sim. Let's see if we can finish at 1-0, please. And also pray that Coburn and Bowie aren't injured longer term with those light injuries that sometimes can be broken bloody toes. Final whistle sounds. It is indeed back-to-back 1-0 wins for the Bantams. Up the chickens. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me he's out for long. No, he's just bruised his elbow. He's got a sorely elbow. I'm sure he'll be fine. Although he apparently might not be fit for the game against Derby, which isn't ideal. But thankfully it's a game that hopefully we'll be able to win even without Kieran Bowie. Derby's team is kind of where ours was when we first came up from League One to the Championship. We've taken a couple of steps on in a number of areas. Their team is not really any different to the side. In fact, I'd probably go as far as to say it's probably worse than it is than when they first got promoted out of League One to the Championship in this save. Josh Vickers in goal, Ryan Nam, Cedric Jaman at centre-back alongside Chait Rooney, Isaac Coates, a couple of regens in there. And Ndenge's still very good. I think he might well have been at Blackburn when we last played against Ndenge, or was he at Derby? I can't recall. Kane Wilson out on the right. Kenzo Goodmain looks like he's pretty decent, to be fair. Ebo Adams and then Corey Blackett-Taylor with DeJean Brown up top. Certain Rory McCall on the bench for them. Therese Fornat, Ludwig Lindqvist, tongue twister. Sonny Bradley on the bench as well. They do like a youth player, don't they? At Derby. Maybe it's because they haven't got any money to buy their own. Or those that they do buy, like Rory McCall, are cheap and average. Let me tie out wide towards Ford. Finding him. Coburn is there. Ford's gone again. Go on, Shaq. Go on, Shaq. Oh! 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 Shakai Ford's come alive today. Bradford City 1, Derby 0, and that's all about the creativity of the man on the wing. Cutting inside, dancing past a couple, and then the good movement by Cameron Brannigan to break beyond the line, something that Kelvin didn't seem to want to do in that inside forward role on the far side, stepping in for an injured Kieran Bowie. Cameron Brannigan says, don't worry, I'll do it. And he did. Might help that we're playing against Derby, but regardless, you can only beat what's in front of you, and what's in front of us, we're beating. Well, Kelvin, I guess. And then Coburn? Is he on? Yeah. He's finished it too. Alright, this might be a chance to properly recover the goal difference if Derby are going to be this bad. This is just the run of form we needed, and why I didn't overreact at the beginning of the season. We were very aware that we were playing against some good sides, and it wasn't necessarily the kindest part of the fixture list for us. Now we're having some more straightforward fixtures. We are actually starting to get the results. Oh, that's annoying. Although, I might not speak too early, considering we're only 15 minutes into this game. But if that free kick is the quality that Derby are going to produce for the rest of the game, then maybe we are safe with a 2-0 lead. Brannigan and Ford. Coburn's gone. I probably should have played the pass a bit sooner. Lovely dribbling from Ford. Finds Brannigan again in a forward position, who is stumbling his way around. That hit a hand. That is Cameron Brannigan territory. Could go for a quick pass to Tommy Lee. I'm not going to. Obviously, you take the shooting opportunity with Cameron Brannigan in a moment like this. So here's the shooting opportunity with Cameron Brannigan in a moment like this. Oh, I'm trying everything to score. But today isn't Brannigan's day from set pieces. but it has been his day from open play, weirdly, so he's doing it the other way around instead. He's so quick, Corey Blackett-Taylor. Either that or Goots is not very fast, but I think it's a mixture of both, potentially. Good, mate. Got it out of his feet well. Fitzwater in the way. Fitz is definitely a really solid centre-back alternative. He's not massively highly rated, but he is just solid and good at what he does, which is being a decent defender. Coburn's in maybe for a third here. Just flashes wide of the post, but more goals are coming in this one, surely. It's a good ball into Goodman. Good tackle by Courtney Howes. I'll win it back though. Well intercepted. Go on then, Shaq. Off you go. Run. Change direction. Ryan Niam stood firmly in the way, knowing exactly what I was going to do. But no, you don't. On his best Gandalf, you shall not pass impression. And Dengate. Wilson. Oh, I thought it was going to go down the line, so I went for a cheeky lunge. Made me look like a fool. Gabe and Calvin linking up nicely. We'll do it again, actually. Run then, Tyrrell. Tyrrell right through the gap. Tyrrell right. Oh! Doing everything right. 3-0, 3 points. And maybe 3 more places up the league. We've gone from 21st to 16th with the 2 wins that we've put together so far today. We might be higher yet still after this one. Loosely played and intercepted well by Gooch. Looking for Tyrrell right. Kelvin's there. He's going to be on as well because that far fullback played him so. Kelvin makes it 4. Kelvin is definitely doing the job as a stand-in striker and or inside forward, which we thought he would. We just need to nail that winger role. Although Ford has definitely been better today. We've all been better today. We hadn't really played that well all season, and now we're winning 3 straight games in a row, so obviously something's clicked somewhere regardless of who's playing in what position. Good, mate. It's good footwork. And Brown. No! It's a wonderful finish, but we don't get our 3rd straight clean sheet to go with our win. Take nothing away from the finish though. We've arrived at Pride Park. The chickens came, the chickens clucked, the chickens conquered, and by 4 goals to 1, we will win against Derby County. Should be higher up the table, yet further still, we pray. Victor Johansson in goal for Stoke City. They've got a decent team, actually. Angelo Preciado, right back, 76. Charlie Hughes and Ben Wilmot with Eric Buckat at left back. Then Walter Berger and Bosun Lawal in midfield. Not bad at all. 79 and 75. Manhoof at 78. Baden Ho 79. Lazar Amani at 75. But their best striker is 69 rated former Bradford City player Jack Moylan. They do have 68 Niall Ennis on the bench as well. Some mid-70s players on the bench to call upon too. And Jacobs, who's a regen as well. So, got a decent team here. We are, unbelievably, loftily, 11th in the table. We're top half in the championship with 3 straight wins. Unreal. Now what, just lose this one and the one against West Brom and end up back down near the relegation zone again. Grimes, I'm going to drill that. It'll find Tyrrell right. Skips away nicely. Playing in the wet here for the first time since the new update. I don't know whether there was any changes to wet weather gameplay. I don't think there was. There was nearly a change in the scoreline there, but Tyrrell Wright's effort just flashes past the post. Right, getting some more game time after his goal, and obviously Coburn hasn't recovered for this game, so Bowie's being played at striker now because Kelvin also hasn't recovered for this game in time. Busy fixture list in the lower leagues in England. In the Football League, 46 games a year with just the league is a lot compared to the 38 games that they play in the Premier League. So you do need a bigger squad, but obviously you have less money to have that bigger squad. So it does become quite difficult when you're a smaller team. But at the minute, we have the finances available to us to deal with everything we face in terms of the complexities of a busy fixture list. Heavy touch and a turn inside there from Tyrrell Wright. Otherwise, we could maybe have set ourselves in a good position to take the lead there. Lazar has been very good with his footwork, Lazar Romani, but Preciado not so much. Big switch. Can Mitai get there? I think I might have hit Manhoof's hand. It did. Play will continue though. If I can just get this inside here and then across there. To it right. Could be in. 2! Nearly. Give us a 1-0 lead. Good stop by their goalkeeper. Not going to get to that first, so we'll back off a little bit. Well, we're looking dangerous again going forward. But so are Stoke. So I'm not going to get too carried away. And they could be in again here. But Bambo Diaby doing Bambo Diaby things gets himself in the way again. He will be a miss, Bambo. I'm sure he can be replaced. Of that, I've no doubt. But that's not to say we won't miss Bambo regardless. Challenge. Up we go. Well won. I'm going to have to turn around here, I think. Could, yeah, find the chance to go 1-0 up before half-time. Thanks. Oh, my God. Gone. Got to be. That's a horrible lunge by Beijing Ho. Send him. Send him. Thank you. We see some red cards that aren't red cards sometimes. That one's definitely a red card. Gah! Never want to see a tackle like that ever again. Thank you. Stoke, very deservingly, down to 10 men. Manhoof into Moylan. Wide towards Bucket. Stevenson's there, but they've gotten a lucky rebound, and the man free at the back post, and well, he was offside, thankfully, but the keeper made the stop nonetheless. Off then the woodwork, and I think we're about to clear the ball. It was not even a close offside. Manhoof was a long way off. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time. I'm going to take Grimes off, who's on a yellow. I want to have it 10 versus 10. And hopefully, now that they've gone down a man, rightly so, we can bring this back into a position where we can win. Lift it, looking for Bowie, bring it down. Oh! That is what you love to see. The touch, the finish, the ball over the top to set it all off. And within 2.5 minutes of the restart, we've gotten our lead. Bocat. Back to Lazar Romani. He's getting away. You are kidding me. He's given a pen. Right then. I need to see a replay. But I think Tommy Lee won the ball there. I don't even know as I was actually able to make much of that replay. But they've got the pen. And Manhoof buries it. Well, it didn't take long for us to take the lead. It didn't take long for them to equalise. 1-1, and back to where we started. Very nearly able to set Shackford away. Oh my God, they're in. Moylan. Good block by Hiralen. And 10 men come out firing in the second half, same way they did in the first. Except with a man less, but still as much danger, it seems. Ben Wilmot, oh, that back heel was brilliant as well. A man who could very easily have given them a 2-1 lead there. If this is brought down well enough by Ford, give ourselves a 2-1 lead here. I get lucky. I get very, very lucky. Oh, such a bad finish. Oh, no. Luck ran out. That was such a bad finish. Anywhere but right at the keeper, and that's 2-1 Bradford. And I've kicked it straight at the keeper. 4 minutes added on at the end of the game. Jacobs delivers a dangerous ball. Early's up to it. Manhoof chasing after it. Don't foul him. That's a great cross. I was going to say, it better be a goal kick, because I thought the goalkeeper could have come to get that. Right, come on. It needs to be now. If we're to get a winner, it needs to be now. Luca's on the run. Odor is there. Bowie's going. Oh, I tried to replicate the first goal. Didn't quite come off, unfortunately. Get up, mate, rather than just sitting there on the floor, Gabe. It's a 1-1 draw against the 10 men of Stoke City. The boos, I'm sure, for the referee, but Why they're booing the referee, I really don't know, because it absolutely was a red card. Thank you very much. So complain as much as you want, home fans. The referee did everything right in that game. We, however, did not do everything right in front of goal. Our winning streak comes to an end, but the unbeaten streak at least continues, and we do stay 11th. Final day of the month, or final game of the month, and it's West Brom at home. West Brom are having a poor season, actually. Alex Palmer's still in goal for them in this save. Ali McNair, Simmons, Frabota, Diakite, Karaskia, Boateng, Brereton Diaz, Serm, and Josh Madger. We are as strong as we possibly could be with our starting lineup. So you'd like to think we stand a great chance of a result. But we are 1-0 down after 10 minutes to Josh Madger. So we might not get it. Oh, nice through ball. 2-0 West Brom. Ben Brereton Diaz. Well, we've gone from winning streak to still got the unbeaten streak to neither, it seems. 2-0 down as we approach half-time here, and I don't think it's going to be getting much better, unfortunately, in the second half. We've had a couple of chances, but nothing major. And despite having a fair portion of the game, it seems, I don't think the result's coming. Oh. Josh Madger has ripped the defence apart there. 3-0 West Brom. This kind of counteracts the Derby game, really, doesn't it? So that great goal, well, not great goal difference, but significant improvement to our goal difference we've built up over today's episode. Might be about to be wiped out in one fell swoop. Free kick, well, seemingly inside the box, according to that graphic. It's definitely outside the box. 5 minutes to go. Cameron Brannigan territory. We always have a go with these. I've had 2 or 3 attempts today. I haven't been able to find the back of the net yet. I have now. But it's unfortunately just a little bit too little too late. Obviously, it's another stunning Cameron Brannigan goal. And if and when we look for a new midfielder to fill his spot in the 11, I absolutely want someone that can take a free kick just as well as him. Because losing this as a goal-scoring option would be huge. Let alone the long-distance shots that he scores and his general good play. I want someone that can take a free kick exactly like Cameron Brannigan when we replace him. Which won't be too long, really, because he's 32, and whilst he was team of the season last year and is playing well this year, he's not going to last 4 years in the starting lineup, is he? So we are going to need to replace him before we get to the Premier League. That's a frustrating, disappointing draw. We've dropped to 14th. Draw. Disappointing results. We've dropped to 14th. Yep, goal difference is now completely nullified at 0. 20 goals scored, 20 goals conceded. And we might even drop further yet still, because Sheffield United could go above us if they just draw their game in hand. Middlesbrough could go above us if they win their game in hand by 3 goals or more. But I think we're pretty safe from relegation this year. Cardiff, Portsmouth and Plymouth, and Derby as well, considering how bad they were against us as well. I think basically it's going to be 3 of those 4 at the bottom that are going to go down. We're going to keep our eyes peeled further up the table. To be fair, we're only 2 points off 9th. And the playoffs are only 6 points away at the minute. So if we can get similar results today, or as today, for the rest of the season, then maybe we might stand a chance of sneaking a playoff spot. Probably not, but I mean, there's no reason why not at the moment, especially with another transfer window to maybe strengthen yet further. So we'll do what we can. But for today's episode, that is the end of the action. Thank you very much for watching. Shame we had to end on a defeat like that after such a positive episode, but it is what it is. We'll try not to do the same tomorrow. We'll try and win everything tomorrow if we possibly can. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.